Welcome to the Sykes Company PA video blog.
There are a lot of great CPAs out there all over the country. We would never say anything different than that. Unfortunately, many of us in our profession are historians. So the end result of your tax return or your financial statements may be great. It's just going to kind of be, when do you get them? So the most important thing is to have accurate, up-to-date, real-time information. And that's the key. And that's, I think, what a lot of local CPAs or accountants lack in the industry to help pharmacists, is just that it's a recreation of data. So you may have a situation where you're set up right now where you're taking a box of receipts to your local CPA and they're recreating that information a month or two out after the fact. Or you give them your bank statement from that month. They're keying that information weeks later, and months down the road, you finally get a financial statement. So that's not what we're looking for. You need a CPA that can provide that information to you quickly, proactively. So that's the word. You need your monthly numbers. You don't need them quarterly or at the end of the year at tax time. You need them at the end of each month as quickly as possible. To do that, and to be proactive, you need your bank accounts reconciled daily or at least by the end of the week. You need all of your notes and loans tied in at the end of each month. You need to be on a perpetual inventory system, and where you can provide your accountant or CPA a report that shows them exactly what your inventory balance was at the end of the month, so they can tie that into the financial statements, because we all know that that drives the gross profit. Your accounts receivable third party, you need a reconciliation service that can also provide you with a month-end report of those receivables that are outstanding. So those numbers can be tied in as well. So what we're shooting for is an accurate picture of how the pharmacy is performing and where it stands. And we need that information monthly to consult with that CPA and accountant to know how everything is working and how the pharmacy is operating, to be able to make good, sound business decisions. So with this proactive information that you're hopefully getting, you should be hearing from them at a minimum on a monthly basis, to go over those numbers, to consult about the numbers that you're seeing. That's what's super important about this. You definitely shouldn't be with a CPA or an advisor that's calling you during tax time once a year to let you know that you need to write a check for a certain amount of money and you have this big surprise that you had no idea was coming. This is a year-long process. It's a process that, again, should be with monthly meetings to discuss the numbers, the trends. It should all roll into a tax plan. Here at our firm, we start working with our clients towards the last quarter of the year with tax planning. We're heavy with that, where we're really looking at exactly how things have operated in the pharmacy on a personal level, what your income looks like. We're tying all that information in. We're making estimates for the remainder of the year, so that we can really truly see how things are going to fall when we do your tax return, both your corporate return and your personal return. And at that point, then we can start having discussions and make some decisions on some things that could mitigate that tax for you moving into the end of the year. So there shouldn't be any surprises when we do the tax return. That's just going to be a byproduct of the year. Again, a yearly process. By the end of the year, you're going to kind of know what your tax looks like, what you can do to mitigate it. Some different options like retirement plans, maybe some conservation easements, maybe there's some equipment that needs to be purchased to bring that tax down. And then extensions really aren't necessary unless you have a specific reason a certain year that personally you need one, or maybe you did an easement and that information isn't out yet. But as far as if you have a proactive CPA or an accountant that's working with you throughout the year, again, that tax return is really just a byproduct of all the consulting that's gone on during the year. You know what it's going to look like, and it's just completed and done on time.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel.